cathedral. Everybody could carry this. Ruby and the spindle, drop the needle. Is a letter, and the hole in the middle is wide enough to put two fingers through and carry it home. 7 inches and a big hole, that is the whole invention right there. Small enough to hold in one hand, big hole everywhere. 7 inches and a big hole, nobody thought it would matter. Turned out the shape of the thing was the shape of everything after. People with a room and an evening and a chair to sit in. This one was for standing up in somebody's kitchen with the volume high. 7 inches and a big hole, that is the whole invention right there. Small enough to hold in one hand, big hole everywhere. 7 inches and a big hole, nobody thought it would matter. Turned out the shape of the thing was the shape of everything after. They were arguing about size, they were deciding about us. Wow! 7 inches and a big hole, that is all it took. For about 2 years, nobody knew which one to buy. 2 companies, 2 sizes, 2 speeds. Well, one of them made a big one that turned slow and held a whole evening on its side. The other made a small one that turned fast and held one song and nothing else. 2 companies, 2 speeds, and the shops did not know what to stock. Buy the wrong machine and you own nothing. 2 speeds, watch the clock. 2 companies, 2 speeds, everybody waiting to be told. Turned out both of them were right about a different thing they sold. The big one won the room and the armchair. The small one won the counter and the bar. The big one won the people with money. The small one won everybody else. 2 companies, 2 speeds, and the shops did not know what to stock. Buy the wrong machine and you own nothing. 2 speeds, watch the clock. 2 companies, 2 speeds, everybody waiting to be told. Turned out both of them were right about a different thing they sold. Nobody lost that argument, they just split the house in 2. 2 companies, 2 speeds, and we took the small one. That sound is the sound of somebody choosing. lasted the length of one track. The cheapest power in America, and it was sitting in a corner. A dime in the slot. Go on, pick something. It was made for a room with 40 people in it. Glasses go in a door that keeps opening, and a machine in the corner that has to win. Cut it hot, it has to beat the room. Push it till the needle is complaining. Nobody hears a polite record. Beat the room, no explaining. Cut it hot, it has to beat the room. Level up and let it distort. If it does not cut through the talking, it does not exist. End of report. So they cut the groove wider and louder than anybody said you were allowed to. And the distortion everybody loves now is the sound of somebody breaking a rule for money. Cut it hot, it has to beat the room. Push it till the needle is complaining. Nobody hears a polite record. Beat the room, no explaining. Cut it hot, it has to beat the room. Level up and let it distort. If it does not cut through the talking, it does not exist. End of report. It is not a style, it is a problem, and that is how the sound got made. Cut it hot, it has to beat the room. You can hear it getting worse. That is the part nobody tells you about. The first week it was bright all the way through. By the summer there was a softness on the top end. And by the year after that, there was a click coming round once every turn in the same place. I did that, nobody else did that. That damage is a record of how much I loved it. There is no other thing you can own that shows you the count of how many times you came back. The one I played until it wore out. I did not break it, I used it up. Every mark on it is mine. The one I played until it wore out. Of something, it becomes yours. The one I played until it wore out. I did not break it, I used it up. Every mark on it is mine. The one I played until it wore out. People with money bought the big one and put it on a shelf like furniture. The people without money bought the small one and played it until there was nothing left of it. Nobody buys the album, they buy the song. Do the arithmetic and try to argue. One thing you want beats 12, you do not buy the song, it is true. Nobody buys the album, they buy the song. That is not cheap, that is honest. Sell me the part I came for and keep the rest, I promise. And which one do you still remember? The one you chose! Nobody buys the album, they buy the is worse arithmetic than it looks. But nobody ever put one in and walked away, so they knew exactly what they were doing. 3 plays for a quarter, and you are gonna use all 3. One for you, one for the room, and one for somebody to see. Came in with a quarter and left with more than enough. The second one is always braver than the first. The third one is always for somebody else. That is not a discount, that is a design. And it worked on every person who ever walked in. And you are gonna use all 3. One for you, one for the room, and one for somebody to see. 3 plays for a quarter, the worst deal anybody ever loved. You came in with a quarter and left with more than enough. Nobody ever bought one play. Nobody. 3 plays for a quarter, push all 3. Everything else in that house belonged to somebody older. The chair, the radio, the room, the rules. And then there was one flat thing in a paper sleeve that was mine in a way nothing had ever been mine. The first record I ever owned, not borrowed, not shared, not allowed. Bought with money I earned myself, I owned it, say it loud. The first record I ever owned, nobody could take it back. The first thing in the world that was mine happened to be a 2-minute track. You could not own the radio, it owned you. You could not own the band, they were somewhere else. But you could own this completely for less than a bus fare across town. nothing to be a 2-minute track. That is what the small one really sold, not music property. The first record I ever owned, I paid for it myself. People think it is a mistake. It is not. Somebody sat down and decided the hole should be that big. The big record has a little hole because it sits on a post and stays there. This one has a hole you could put a thumb through, and there is a reason, and the reason is machines. They made the hole big on purpose so a machine could grab it and drop it, stack them up and let the arm work. Big on purpose, do not stop it. They made the hole big on purpose, built for something to hold it by. Every choice about that disc was about the thing that made it fly. A wide center gives the changes something to catch, a thick edge and a deep middle. Keep the grooves off the table. Every part of it is shaped for a mechanism, not for a person. They made the hole big on purpose so a machine could grab it and drop it, stack them up and let the arm work. Big on purpose, do not stop it. They made the hole big on purpose, built for something to hold it by. Every choice about that disc was about the thing that made it fly. It was never designed for your hands, and it fits them perfectly. They made the hole big on purpose, and look what came through it. Follow it all the way through and you get here. Wide hole, small disc, tough as a plate, turns fast so the groove is loud. Hold one song and no more than one song. Now go and look inside the machine in the corner, and that is why it fits the jukebox. Every single thing lines up, the shape of the record and the shape of the slide. The jukebox fill it up, and that is why it fits the jukebox. Not a coincidence, a chain. Somebody built a box for a disc, and the disc built the box again. 100 of them standing on edge, and an arm that knows which one you asked for. It could never have been the big one. The big one is too soft and too slow and too long, and that is why it fits the jukebox. Every single thing lines up, the shape of the record and the shape of the slide. The jukebox fill it up, and that is why it fits the jukebox. Not a coincidence, a chain. Somebody built a box for a disc, and the disc built the box again. The music went where the machine could take it, and the machine only took one size, and that is why it fits the jukebox every time. You could not carry the big one anywhere. Under your arm in a paper bag, somebody's hand. Small enough to carry across town, that is how the song got out of the house. It did not travel on the radio across town in a blouse. Small enough to carry across town, hand to hand and street to street. Music moved the way a rumor moves on foot and hard to beat. The song did not spread because it was good. It spread because it was part of love. Small enough to carry across town. Take it with you. There is handwriting on this one. It is not mine. Somebody had this before me. They wrote their name across the label in pen, in the little space where the writing already was, because they were afraid of losing it at a party. So somebody carried this into a room full of people and was worried enough about it coming back to mark it the way you mark a coat, which tells me exactly how much it was worth to them. Somebody wrote a name on the label years before I was anywhere. They were holding the same thing I am holding. Somebody wrote a name on the label. I do not know what happened to them. I know they let go of it eventually, and it went through a shop and a box and a stack and turned up in another country in my hands. Somebody wrote a name on the label years before I was anywhere. They were holding the same thing I am holding. Somebody wrote a name on the label. A record is the only thing that keeps the fingerprints of everybody who loved it. Somebody wrote a name on the label. I am not going to cross it out. A piece of plastic decided how long a song is. Nobody sat in a room and agreed that a song should be about 2 minutes. A disc that size, turning at that speed, has that much groove on it, and that was that. A piece of plastic decided how long a song is. Not a writer, not a singer, not a rule. The shape of the object set the shape of the art. Plastic, everybody went to school. A piece of plastic decided how long a song is, and then it never changed again. 70 years of writing to a length that came from a machine, not a pen. And the machine in the bar wanted turn over, and the station station wanted the next one in, so nobody ever argued for 4 minutes, and everybody learned to say it fast. A piece of plastic decided how long a song is. Not a writer, not a singer, not a rule. The shape of the object set the shape of the art. Plastic, everybody went to school. A piece of plastic decided how long a song is. And then it never changed again. 70 years of writing to a length that came from a machine, not a pen. Get to the point in 20 seconds, because the disc said so. A piece of plastic decided how long a song is, and it was right. They put the good one on the front, the one they were sure about, the one with the money on it. And then they needed something for the back, so they used the thing they cut in 20 minutes at the end. The flip side was the hit. Turn it over and look what you find. Everything they were certain of was wrong. The flip side, never mind. The flip side was the hit. The throwaways, the one they still play. Nobody knows anything about anything, and that is why you finish the day. Somebody at a station turned it over because they were bored or because they were late. And by the end of the month, the back was the front, and the front was a thing nobody remembers. The flip side was the hit. Turn it over and look what you find. Everything they were certain of was wrong. The flip side, never mind. The flip side was the hit. The throwaways, the one they still play. Nobody knows anything about anything, and that is why you finish the day. The thing you did not try hard on, that is the one. The flip side was the hit. Turn everything over. Everybody gets 8 bars. Go! Go! No stretching out, no wandering off, no 4 courses to find something to say. You get 8 bars and then you are done, and if you had nothing, that is your problem. Take it, band, we have 90 seconds. Say the whole thing and get out. Best 8 bars of anybody's life. 90 seconds, shout. Take it, band. Take it, band, we have 90 seconds. The clock is the other player. Nobody ever played better than a person with no room to spare. The long ones happen in a club at midnight where nobody is paying by the minute. This happens on a disc that has an edge, and the edge is coming whether you are ready or not. Take it, band, we have 90 seconds. Say the whole thing and get out. Best 8 bars of anybody's life. 90 seconds, shout. Take it, band. We have 90 seconds. The clock is the other player. Nobody ever played better than a person with not say a word about you. Hey! The regulars all have a number they press without looking, the way you find a light switch. Somebody has been pressing the same one since something happened to them in the spring. 6 nights and the same machine, standing there under the light. Everybody's favorite thing in town, same machine every night. 6 nights and the same machine, it knows this room better than we do. It heard the whole year happen and it did not say a word about you. It does not care what you are going through, and somehow that Six nights and the same machine, same one again, same one again. No introduction, no setting anything up. You are inside it before you have taken your coat off. Up at the top from the first bar, and then it goes up again, and then it stops. Then louder than over. That is the entire architecture. Nothing gentle at either end. Louder, no lecture. Then louder than over. 2 minutes and out the door. If you wanted to be eased into it, go and buy something with more. The long ones have a place to breathe in the middle. This does not have a middle at all. It has a beginning and a bigger beginning, and then somebody pulls the whole thing off the table. Then louder than over. That is the entire architecture. Nothing gentle at either end. Louder, no lecture. Then louder than over. 2 minutes and out the door. If you wanted to be eased into it, go and buy something with more. You do not get an ending. You get a stop. Then louder. Then over. Over. 6 of them on the post. Nobody has to get up. Load the spindle up like a tower, and the thing at the top lets one go at a time. Play, lift, swing, drop, play, and the whole evening runs itself. Stack them on the changer. Nobody stands up for 2 hours. 6 in a row, and the arm does the work. The changer, real power. Stack them on the changer. That is a party with no host. Pick your 6 and let it run, and dance with whoever you like most. That is what the wide hole was for, and that is why the disc had to be tough. Every clever thing about the small one was so a machine could handle it without hands. Stack them on the changer. Nobody stands up for 2 hours. 6 in a row, and the arm does the work. change your real power. Stack them on the changer. That is a party with no host. Pick your six and let it run. Dance with whoever you like most. Somebody automated the evening in 1949. Stack them on the changer. Let it go all night. There is a second in there that is not music. It is the best second. The arm comes over and it stops, and it comes down, and for about a second there is nothing on the disc yet, but you can already hear the room it was made in. That soft rushing sound is not a fault, it is the sound of a surface being touched. Nothing has happened yet, and everything is about to, and I have never got tired of that second once. The quiet second before the needle finds the first thing anybody played. Nothing in the world is that patient. The quiet second before the needle. People who never had to wait for it do not know that a song has a doorway. You are outside, then you are inside, and somebody built you a step in between. The quiet second before the needle finds the first thing anybody played. Nothing in the world is that patient. The quiet second before the needle. Everything good has a second where it has not started yet. The quiet second before the needle. Here it comes. Let it cold, do not fade. Oh, do not fade. personality. Exactly as loud as anybody else. The needle does not care who you are. It only cares what you put in the wax. No introduction, no reputation. Does not care, just the facts. The needle does not care who you are. The fairest thing anybody built. Everybody gets the same treatment, right up to the last thing they cut. No machine ever asked me where I was from. The needle does not care who you are, so make it good. Take something off it. That is not a flaw, that is what contact means. 100 plays and the top is softer. 1,000 and there is a voice under the voice. A record wears out and a song does not. One of them is a thing and one of them is not. Break the disc and the tune is still standing. Wears out, give it all you have got. A record wears out and a song does not. Play it until there is nothing left. You cannot use up the music, and that is the only real theft. So play it into the ground. There is no way to be careful enough to matter. The thing you are protecting is a copy, and the thing you love was never on it in the first place. A record wears out and a song does not. One of them is a thing and one of them is not. Break the disc and the tune is still standing. Wears out, give it all you have got. A record wears out and a song does not. Play it until there is nothing left. You cannot use up the music, and that is the only real fact. Do not save it for later. Later does not want it. A record wears out and a song does not. sit down quietly. Somebody across the room looked up when the first bar came out of that speaker. That is a conversation, and neither of us had to be brave enough to start it. Everybody in the bar heard my money. That is the loudest I have ever been. No introduction and no apology. My money, do you see what I mean? Everybody in the bar heard my money, and nobody knows it was me. Pick the one that says the thing and go and sit down quietly. The shyest people in America were running that machine. Everybody in the bar heard my money, and nobody saw me. Everything else in this story belonged to somebody else. This did not. You did not own the band. They were in a city you had never been to. You did not own the station. It played what it wanted and stopped. You did not own the room or the machine in the corner of it. And you certainly did not own the song. Somebody else wrote that. But you own the disc completely in your hands. You could carry it, lend it, lose it, get it back. Put your name on it in pen, so nobody took it, and play it at 2 in the morning. If that was what was needed, a thing you could hold, that is what nobody talks about. The music was never the part you got to keep, a thing you could hold. I am a long way from all of that. The one I have was made before I was born, in a country I have never lived in, and it still does the same thing when I put it down on the post, a thing you could hold. That is what nobody talks about. The music was never the part you got to keep, a thing you could hold. Nobody ever loved something they could not pick up, a thing you could hold. And I am still holding it. Two songs, one price. Nobody mentions the second one. Hey, they sold you one and gave you two and told you which of them to care about. But there is a whole other song back there that nobody has an opinion about yet. Two sides and you own both. Turn it over and find out for yourself. Nobody told you what to think about this one. Both sides off the shelf. Two sides and you own both. That is the only private music left. Your favorite song is one that nobody else has kept. The front is the one the room already Count what the band got, then count what the box got, then say it out loud. All of them. The machine in the corner made more money than the band. Every night in every town, nobody carried it, nobody fed it. More money, write it down. The machine in the corner made more money than the band, and it never had a bad night once. Somebody worked that out early, and it was not a stupid hunch. Played the band back into the same room the next week. So the thing that took their money was also the only thing carrying their name. The machine in the corner made more money than the band. Every night in every town, nobody carried it, nobody fed it. More money, write it down. The machine in the corner made more money than the band, and it never had a bad night once. Somebody worked that out early, and it was not a stupid hunch. It took from them, and it gave to them, and nobody could say which was more. The machine in the corner made more money than the band, and it made the band. It is not short because they ran out of ideas. A station with an hour to fill will take two short ones over one long one. A box with a queue on a Saturday turns your money over twice as fast. They wrote it short so it would get played twice. Everybody in the chain wanted it small. The writer, the station, the bar, the label, play twice, that is all. They wrote it short so it would get played twice, and then it got played 4 times instead. The shortest thing in the building is the one that got in your head. And there is a thing that happens at 2 minutes that does not happen at 4. You get to the end and you are not finished, so you go straight back and start it again. They wrote it short so it would get played twice. Everybody in the chain wanted it small. The writer, the station, the bar, the label, play twice, that is all. They wrote it short so it would get played twice, and then it got played 4 times instead. The shortest thing in the building is the one that got in your head. Leave them wanting it, that is not a does quench the thirst. 9 times in a row on a Sunday, with the volume up and nobody home. Not because I could not find another, because there was not another, and there still is not. Put it on again, do not go looking for something new. The best thing in the box is the one you already know all the way through. Put it on again, third time is better than the first. Everybody pretends they want variety, nobody does quench the thirst. 2 minutes is not long enough, that is the point. Put it on again and again. Hold it by the edge in the middle, never put a finger on the flat part. Line the arm up over the outside and then let it go down on its own. Show the kid how to drop the needle. Nobody is born knowing this. Somebody stood behind me once. Show the kid, do not miss. Show the kid how to drop the needle. Hands on the thing, not a word. It is the only way anybody ever learned anything they heard. Do not blow the dust, wipe it round. Do not stop it in the middle, lift it. And when it is finished, put it back in the sleeve, because there is somebody after you as well. Show the kid how to drop the needle. Nobody is born knowing this. Somebody stood behind me once. Show the kid, do not miss. Show the kid how to drop the needle. Hands on the thing, not a word. It is the only way anybody ever learned anything they heard. Everything I know about this, somebody showed me with their hands. Show the kid how to drop the needle. Let them do it. One more, they're putting the chairs up. The lights came on over the tables, which is the ugliest thing that happens all night. And there is one selection left in the machine, because somebody paid for 3 and only used 2. Let's play before they lock the door. Everybody's standing with their coat on. Nobody is dancing and everybody's listening. Let's play, then it is gone. Let's play before they lock the door. The best 2 minutes of the week. Not because the song is better, but because it is the last one you get to keep. because it is the last one you get to keep. Nothing means anything until there is one left. Last play before they lock the door. Go on, man. Lifted edge and middle there. Everything that was supposed to replace this has been and gone about 4 times over. Bigger, cleaner, easier, and every one of them turned out to be something you could not hold. And this thing, which is a piece of pressed plastic with a hole in it big enough for 2 fingers, which was only ever meant to be the cheap way to sell one song to somebody with no money. Put it back in the sleeve, it will still be here in the morning. That is more than most things can say. Put it back in the sleeve. I found this in another country years late. It's made before anybody I know was born. And the reason it reached me at all is that somebody could pick it up and pass it on. Put it back in the sleeve, it will still be here in the morning. That is more than most things can say. Put it back in the sleeve. Music does not travel on its own. Somebody has to carry it. Put it back in the sleeve.